by tradition.
Hold
And that
tight.
is hold tight the 3-point collectors.
Next thing, Tottenham are whipping boys for Liverpool. You lot ain't beat us in how long? So look at your face. So when I
I'm about to run.
they forget about when the council is going to take the free.
Oh, for real? When there was a little car park out front. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's hold
Liverpool. And as much as we can talk about Mane is a good player, Salah's a good player, they're just not the X factor, bro. Don't forget about it. Huh?
Apex Predator is one of the coldest names still.
The cerebral assassin.
Cerebral assassin, Apex Predator.
Yeah. But he got that bare late in his career as well. He even
What's
had
that?
that
Cerebral
early.
assassin?
About Triple H, Triple
obviously
H.
it's
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
He had the injuries and that by then, though, man.
Yeah, cerebral.
Tex or Rattlesnake is.
No, that's good. That suits him.
That's
Tex
you know
is
that's
like-
cultural.
It's cultural.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cultural.
day one shit, innit? Yeah.
Trying to think if there's any other sick ones.
So, Y2J, innit? Come on, man. Y2J.
I can't
was
lie.
cold.
Do you remember we
Brahma
was talking
Bull
about
was
Joker?
kind of
Yeah?
dead.
The Brahma Bull is nice. Because do you know why it's not good? Because his name's already a nickname, innit? The Rock is already a nickname. So another nickname.
If we
is-
really acknowledge it, yeah, as much as I think his showmanship got him through, but his special moves were very, very
Oh,
good.
yeah,
The Rock.
he was elbow was shit.
Yeah.
He was over on the rock
Doesn't make
bottom.
sense.
Come
Doesn't
on.
make sense.
No.
Like, yo,
Rock
those-
bottom was alright because the way he used to lift them and shit.
Yeah.
But
Man
the
had to
Rock's
exaggerate
skill set
that.
was dead though. Because
Yeah.
think about it, even that little.
But he was a showman. He was
That was.
he was about show.
But
I
then they'll
can't lie.
fly out the ring from a little smash.
No, but he's a showman.
Nah.
That's cut out, man.
shit.
But even flipping like, you know when he would get hit with a move, man will like
Yeah. When Stone Cold was stunning him, he'll do backflips and shit. The Rock loved it, man. But
real talk,
those are the days, bro.
that you got man them like Rey Mysterio, bro.
That WrestleMania
I hate
between
Rey
them two.
Mysterio.
that moves the
Rey
move is too
Mysterio,
long.
you know what? Yeah, I know Rey Mysterio is the one that was making me like wrestling's fake, fam. Like when he beat, I remember one time he beat Big Show.
619?
He beat Big Show.
Nah, when it was him, the great Khali, bro.
Yeah,
and
he
I
was
was
beating
flinging
him.
him around. I
Yeah,
said, hold
allow
on,
it,
come
man.
on.
Nah, that was fake.
The thing is,
so.
it's like you see with the 619, yeah, it's like
That's
too
fake.
many components.
Yeah.
Like, so what?
too
You're gonna
much.
swing around, they're gonna wait,
In
and
the
then they're
wrestling
gonna drop.
games,
Yeah,
you couldn't
yeah.
be Rey Mysterio if you're doing
Yeah.
like a TLC match because
Yeah.
his finisher's too long. Like remember the days that if you're doing multiplayer, you know when you used to do the multiplayer on PS2,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you with you and your cousins or something.
Yeah.
You can't be Rey Mysterio because
get
by the
fist up.
time he does his finisher, somebody's already pinned someone
Someone
else.
else.
or
Yeah.
done all
Yeah,
this, bro.
too much.
You know what I
It's
mean?
too funny.
Bare annoying, fam.
But
Bare annoying. But anyway,
Brock with F5.
yeah, come on,
That's
bro. Actually,
That's a proper move. Yeah. This
what are we still doing?
this is come. Keep this
Keep
in.
it in as well.
We said we
Keep
doing
this
a
in.
wrestling pod.
That's too funny. But listen, boom. Welcome back to another episode of Stoppage Time TV. Live in the flesh, live and direct in effect. You already know what time it is. Culture comes. F Diddy, Maze. What's good? We all blessed.
We laugh. We good, bro. We good.
Bro, my laptop wasn't coming
Trying
on.
to add
bro.
his phone up real quick there. Yeah.
I said, what?
No.
Saying what? You replaced me on technical support now, yeah?
Bro.
You said up to comes.
Hey, where is your
MacBook
laptop?
hype.
Fam,
Where's his laptop?
New
fam?
studio.
Come
New
on,
New
bro.
studio. He said, nah.
New studio, bro.
He started giving up last couple episodes and the last one in here.
New studio transitions. But listen,
Whatever, man.
there's no 3-point collectors this week because, of course, it's international break. But you already know what time it is. This is presented by Manscaped. Hold tight, the sponsor. Get your discount, 20% off STTV. Look around for the lovely products. They're sink into your consciousness.
You know what I mean? That's proper product placement.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know in
Into
the
the
movies
conscience.
when
On the
in the
episode.
movies when the dad just gets the kind of coke.
No, it's
You know what I mean?
Like,
or he opens up, he's getting the orange juice, but the coke is there in it as well, but he doesn't take the coke.
Someone's there like, they just go, I need to talk to you. They're in Starbucks.
Yeah.
Man might need a frappuccino,
Hey, listen,
tomorrow.
listen, they might have to up the fees, you know.
Real talk. On air, everything blessed. But
That's funny.
no 3-point collectors, international break, and there's not much to go into, but I think where I wanted to start today was concerning some players that are in international action and not. You did a really interesting post, which is, the beginning of sort of some new content you're doing about Starboys. And I didn't want to get into that conversation about what the order should be. but I wanted to talk about why potentially people rank people the way they do. So just for the people that may have not seen it, can you recall or retell what the post was and what the general feedback was of that post? Because I found it quite interesting. Loads of responses, which means that people have been thinking about this stuff.
Like about 500
quote tweets, something like that. Yeah. But like,
across Insta and madness, bro. Bro, I was just literally, I was on the train going to Liverpool, you know. And we didn't ask the backstory. I need to give the backstory. And then I had
to let you know you're an LT.
Yeah, and then I had a thought. Nah, I'm joking, but nah, bro.
He put the
coke on the table.
Nah, like, bro, obviously, bro, the debates are going on all the time about Starboy this, Starboy that, and you know what I mean? Like, I just thought, listen, if you do who's the best player right now, it'll be easy to kind of do. So what I said is just let's do in order of potential, because then you get to kind of see how people actually view the player's talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right now it's easy to say this person's better than that person. But if you say potential, then now you're breaking down how you actually see a person's like talent and potential trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I thought. So then the responses were interesting.
Who were the names just for...
Oh yeah, sorry. Between Greenwood, Foden, Sancho and Saka were the four who English people talk about. You know, people saying Mount, he's 22, so I didn't put him in.
But the reason why it was...
fullbacks and that, it's not really that interested in it. So
the reason why it was interesting to me is because, of course, the one who's started the season off really well, been playing games, was not with the England squad at the moment. Yeah. Of course, in Greenwood, they're all from different clubs. Well, Saka today...
Sancho's at United as well.
Saka got 2 assists on the goal today. So I just found it interesting. Obviously, people wouldn't have been bearing all of these things in mind when they were voting, but what was the main sort of feedback? I think from what I saw, people were saying Foden was clear.
So what is it you're asking, basically? Is it who's got the highest ceiling?
To be fair, between the most of it, it was difficult, to be honest, because it was a toss-up. It's mad, like, how one person can say Sancho's like third and the next one says he's first or whatever. Yeah. There was actually mixed responses. I think Greenwood and Foden probably got the most for first. Yeah. And then Sancho was around, he was getting a lot of votes. The person that didn't get many was Saka, innit? Saka was 90% of them, Saka was last.
The reason why I wanted to bring it up is because...
Is that fair?
We don't need to...
I agree.
For me, it was like, it wasn't about debating it. It was about why do we think people are thinking that? Because ultimately, when it comes to Sancho, a lot of the conversations around him is Bundesliga tax. That's what everyone was saying. And everyone was saying that if he was good enough, he would have broken into the team like Foden, which I thought, okay, is a bit unfair. It's different scenarios. Foden in general, when people speak about Foden, it's like, Foden's there, you can't talk to him, which is like, okay.
I don't agree.
But, and then a lot of people would be like, what Greenwood does with the ball, you may never see something like that in this generation. Like, it's a very special skill set. So that it just made me really think, like, why are people like...
Why are you putting face?
No, but that's what people... I'm saying what
we
people
got Haaland right there.
No, I'm saying in terms of, like, you don't see that en masse is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So maybe I phrased that wrong. You don't see it en masse.
No,
it's very few that you see people just licking the ball, whatever. But it was like...
That demon left foot.
Yeah, like, why are, like, people, like, so quick to... Because I won't lie, from what I saw, people were like, Sancho is in the second tier. He's not in that top one. It's like, why is Foden... like just clear above everyone? Because from what I saw,
I think people obviously look at what the situation of what he's doing right now. So obviously, if Sancho did the exact same numbers and stuff in the Prem, then I'm sure people would have Sancho number one clear from everyone. 40 goals and assists, nearly 2 seasons in a row. So everyone will probably have it. But obviously, people they add in Bundesliga and all that stuff. But that's why I was saying, like, just in terms of their talent, bruv, like, forget about what they've done or whatever. And I think, look, Foden's 21, so he's the oldest of all of them. And for me, the only thing that separates, I think he's got when I look at Foden, I think he's been coached really well so far already, which is going to help with his trajectory. Yeah, his IQ for me, I know Sancho's got a good IQ, but I think his is like a 26-year-old's IQ. Greenwood's isn't yet. I don't think the other twos are either. So for me, that's why I think Foden's is probably a little bit higher, even on talent level as well. I think just from what I see, I think Foden's a little bit of a better talent than Sancho, in my opinion. But the reason why I think people are kind of putting Sancho a little bit down one, he's gone to United as well.
Facts,
He's
yeah,
gone
I
to
was gonna
United.
say,
So
yeah.
everyone now is not only going to be picturing Bundesliga tax, you're going to be adding United tax to it
United
as well.
tax as well, yeah.
Exactly. So it's going to be hard. I don't want people to now turn around and act like Sancho's some dead baller or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just interesting to see how people see talent. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see how people gauge talent, because one thing you realize nowadays, people seem to only gauge talent by dribbling. It seems like if you can really dribble, people say you're a super talent.
I think
Yeah,
technically
that's not
it's
really
like
the
that.
case.
I think even
You know what I mean?
passes, I think people are like that with technical players in general, not just dribblers. I think passes as well. But I think for me, with how are you lot ranking that, for example? For me, I'd definitely put personally Foden first, Greenwood second, Sancho third, and then Saka. It's clear. I don't
For
even
me,
think that's too difficult, to be honest. I think with Sancho, I look at him and I'm like, I've always said, for me, you've got Haaland and Mbappe, and then I always had him third. But over the last couple months, the way the Euros has gone, I'm going to see how he adapts to this United. It's recency, of course, it plays into it. And I think that's had a knock-on effect.
Are you talking on talent level, though? Or are you talking
on
about
talent
just
level
in
as well?
general?
I think his ceiling, now as looking at the United situation as well, I'm thinking, how much does he have to do to really maximize that potential as well? Whereas Foden, you look at it, it's a bit more clearer path.
But the thing is, Foden's...
Do you know what I find particularly difficult? Yeah, with Greenwood, I know people say that they don't know what the end goal is, whether he's like a wide man or centre forward, but because of how he is, I see it very like straightforward what he's going to go and do in the game. He's just going to bang goals.
Greenwood, for me, is going to be the best.
I can just understand what's going to happen
that's
there.
the easiest to say though, because he's a striker, don't you think?
But this is where so we've seen like with someone like Foden now.
Yeah.
Of course, ultimately with City and everything and how it is, you can see. But the reason why it's very difficult is because not he's a jack of all trades, but we've spoken about he can do something wide, he can do something in the middle. And when you're like that, it's like, okay, it comes to a point where you have to home in what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to know how that's going to go.
You got to remember, this is Foden's 5th season under Pep.
Yeah.
5 seasons under Pep.
Yeah.
And he's 2 years older than Mason Greenwood. He's got legs on these men at the moment. Like, this is Greenwood 3rd season.
Wasn't really
last season he didn't have a good
years, though.
Yeah, but the
You're
education,
still
bro.
in and amongst
The education.
You're in and amongst
bro,
it.
he was playing with Silva,
I
KDB.
think
That's a school.
Bro, he's won 4 league cups in a row, blah,
Compared
blah,
to
blah.
everyone
So
else, he's had the experience from other people,
mad
whereas like
advantage.
Sancho's had to go out. And this is not even
Saka
against
and
him.
Greenwood haven't been exposed to the level of Sancho and Foden.
But Sancho's had to go out and look for it as well. He's not had it bestowed upon him. Like you can say like Ruse and all these people, but it's not the same as like a Foden level. He's got to go there with his talent and be like, okay, I've got to put it down, if you get where I'm coming from. So they all have varying factors, and I guess it all depends on your, like, you can have all the talent, but it depends on your situation.
Do you know what?
100%.
Yeah.
Like application's still a massive thing, and that's why I credit Saka a lot, because I feel like his application gets into his conversations. I think he's talented, but I think the reason why people talk about him is because they think, hold on, look how he's applying himself in his situation. He's got to be there. I don't think he is there on talent level.
Who?
Saka. I don't think he's there on talent level, but because of how he applies himself, he does what he needs to do, especially at a club like Arsenal. It's like, this guy's young like everyone else. Why is no one talking about him? Which is credit. I think for me, that's credit to him.
Look, I feel, when it comes to Saka, right, and I don't know why people seem to take it as a hate thing. For me, when you look at every position that you play in, right, for me, you've got to have an outstanding attribute to play in that position. I look at Saka as a winger, and I do not think he has an outstanding attribute to play on the wing and be world class at that level.
As in, like,
I'm talking about
crossing.
I'm talking about to go to a world class level.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that much of a goal threat like that. He's not the best dribbler in the world. He's not the fastest. He's not athletic like that. He's good at all bases. All of them are good, but I don't see it going to world class. Whereas when you see Sancho, his creativity is already at a world class level. If you're talking about his numbers and stuff, Foden, the way he dribbles, Greenwood, he's one of the best finishers around. They have attributes, in my opinion, that I can see it going world class. I think, and I've said it many times, Saka can be a world class left back in one day. But I don't think he can be a world-class winger. Same way some people think Trent can be a world-class... Same way people think Trent can play centre mid. If Trent goes centre mid, he'll be a good centre mid because he's got the ability. But he can be a world-class right back. I do not think he can be a world-class centre mid. That's how I see it.
Do you not think, though, that's also... like you said with some of the other players, with Foden, for example, that's the coaching. Where Saka, you're saying he's well-rounded,
I'm
but
looking at
if
his
he
talent,
was
though.
for example, if Saka now moves to City, goes under Pep,
I've already said he would be
No,
a
I don't-
world-class
how
left back.
much
No, I don't
better
think
does Saka
so.
get?
No, I
Like,
don't-
do you
I
not
don't think
there
so.
is a
In
ceiling
what
for that
position?
improvement?
In what
I don't
position?
think if Saka went to Man City, he'll be blowing trees. I think he's not better than. He's not got Raheem Sterling's attributes. Raheem Sterling's electric, bro. Raheem Sterling's electric.
Zinchenko level almost.
Bro, he could be, if he went to City as a left back, he'll be unbelievable.
Man,
Bro.
I tweeted
If he
it,
went to
shout
the
at
right
me,
wing, you telling me that he's going to clear Mahrez and that? I don't think he would. No,
You know what? It's an
I've
interesting
always,
one.
I've always said he's a bit of a James Milner type. Like
Now,
that's,
see,
No,
see him.
You're
yeah.
saying that.
No, he's made it a diss show.
You're
Now
saying
he's
that.
made it a diss show. You know what I mean?
what? What's
you know-
well, hold
you know I
on.
don't
Why
like
is
stuff
James
like that.
Milner disrespectful?
No,
no,
I
no,
like
no.
James
What?
Milner.
James Milner is
Millie.
a Premier League
I call him
legend,
James Millie.
multiple-time Premier League winner. How many
but-
England caps does he have?
Jay Millie.
Like,
Mainly
put some
bare
respect on
under
Millie.
21 legend.
Versatile,
Under
like,
21 legend.
Them Gareth Barry caps.
underrated.
He's got them Gareth Barry
Underrated,
caps.
bro.
Nah,
But
he is
no,
underrated.
Please respect Milner. You man
Yes.
try to
I don't
drop
want to
that
stay
now
here.
like
I don't want to stay here for too long because we want to go
You could
into
have said
predictions.
other utility men.
Real
There's
talk. And
there's Lams and
There's-
Kimmich.
there's-
There's a Millie.
Kimmich.
Yeah.
Nah, relax,
You're
relax,
taking
relax.
the piss.
Milner's,
You're taking the piss.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
There's,
But
Yeah, Saka gonna be a good. Anyway.
the other thing I wanted to touch on briefly is because you've actually highlighted in different ways. You spoke about the forward players, right? Other players are like the fullbacks and everything. We always talk about attacking fullbacks. In the England game, we saw two of the brightest fullbacks, or right backs anyway, both have stints at centre mid, which was interesting for me because it's like, okay, Gareth is trying to do something and whatnot. But just in general, especially here, we've been banging on about fullbacks, all of this, all of that for a while. But we've never had that conversation about, in modern football, what is not the most important, but what is the most pivotal role in modern football as it is right now? Is it the fullbacks with everything they're supposed to give you and how they're supposed to help you? Is it still like
No.
centre? What would you say is
for
the
me? It's still the number 9. Number 9's decide games for you. That will always be the most important position
know
in
what-
any team.
do you know what I
But,
say
can I
that
just-
to?
can I
a
just
good
pause
number
you
Do you know what I
9
say that to
can
that though?
save a team
Do you know what I say
relegation
that to?
zone.
Look
It
at the
can
amount of
help you win a
teams
title.
that don't play with like a traditional number 9 anymore. If you get what I'm coming
How
from.
often? For me, those are the teams that are like the creme
They
de la
play- a lot of
creme,
teams
the
are playing with
Spain,
forwards.
Barcelona.
Wait, let me
A
ask
lot of teams are
something,
playing
though.
with forwards.
How many teams outside of them? How many of them outside of Spain, Barca, City, or Pep's teams are playing without a false 9? Only the best of the best can do that for me.
I'm not even
I
saying
still
false
think
9. I'm saying like your
I get,
reliance
now
is
what,
on like
I
your,
get what you're trying to
your
get at though.
wingers and
In
stuff.
the fullbacks, I think more than ever now their importance, and you could tell that just by the value of them. Like when Mendy and them man are going for 50 million,
We don't say his name.
Kyle Walker and them man are going for 50 million. That's a joke. But they're going for 50 million. You
was
can
good
tell
knowledge,
the
that was good
importance, bruv, like and how much teams build from the fullbacks nowadays as well. Liverpool system. You look at Tuchel's system now. How important are the wingbacks in that?
But you look
The
at
Euros, what was
Yeah.
we saying all throughout it? Like it was the wingbacks tournament. Marley, Zappa, Spinazzola, Dumfries. Like how many? It's so key now. But I still think the number 9,
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw.
Why
But
did you
I
laugh
still-
when he said it?
What? No,
Like,
it's,
you
it's,
giggled
I'm
to yourself
laughing
and
at
said-
Dumfries.
You have to get my guy in there.
Thing.
Dutch
He did his thing.
But you know, just quickly on that point though, like I know you're saying about the number 9s, and I'm always somebody goal scoring 9, GS9, goal scoring 9. That's what I want, bro. GS9. You know what I'm saying? Get me a GS9.
You know what? You're nudging me.
That was good.
nudge me,
That
nudge
was
me.
good
That's a good
still.
one.
I can't lie.
Get me a GS9, yeah.
That's a good one.
But yeah, what I'm saying is, I do think it, but I do agree in terms of like what Maze is saying, because you've got like now Liverpool want to have Firmino. United at one point were going for like a Martial, and you look at the Champions League, bro. Chelsea's top didn't really. Chelsea won the Champions League. Their top goal scorer Tammy, who barely even played. Jorginho was their top goal scorer in the league. And then you got City, who didn't even have a striker, and they were the 2 Champions League finalists last season. So to really say 9s are the pivotal point of the game at the moment, I don't actually think it is. I actually definitely think it's fullbacks, bro. I think attacking fullbacks is everything.
Do you not even think even the deep line play or the DMs now are just as important?
I think we're moving away though now, yeah, as much. I think, you know, when Busquets was there,
Yeah,
Pirlo,
that was a
and
deal,
there was a lot of these guys trying to do this
That was
role.
the
I
moment.
think now they're moving now to more athleticism. I think it's going back
So
to a
was
bit of
Jorginho
athleticism.
almost like the last of a dying breed then in that role?
Not a dying breed.
Not a
but
dying
it's
breed
not
even,
the
but
favoured.
it's
like,
not
the way I
what's hot
see it
now.
is a lot of managers, if they could, they would revert from a double pivot to a single. if they could. If they could,
You look at the DMs now. Look, like I think
You've
the
got to be
best one at
dynamic.
the moment. Like you look at first of all, you look at who everyone wants is like a Basuma.
Yeah.
What's he's athletic? He can get about. He can do both.
Multifunctional.
Fabinho, I think Fabinho
that's
is
what I
probably
wanted to say.
one of the best in the game at the moment. Same thing, Fernandinho when he was in
Højbjerg.
Casemiro. You've got to now be able to Højbjerg. No, big man thing. You got to be able to do. You got to be able to do both now. You know what I mean? Like that Busquets era, he gassed up a whole generation, bro. And it's like now
Whole generation.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Slow man who could just pass the ball.
bro. Okay, let's pay homage to Pirlo in it, but at the same time, Busquets kind of made it.
So you'd say fullbacks.
I think fullbacks, 100%. You look at what you're saying now. Trent and Reece James went into midfield.
Okay,
you look at Kyle Walker. He's played in midfield a couple times for City. You look at Cancelo. He's played in midfield. Nowadays, your fullbacks have to be as good on the ball as your centre midfielders.
Let's say both.
So I'm not saying the most important. I'm saying
I
that
get
the pivotal in terms of if you look at the current state of football.
Okay, so
like,
let me put a
position?
scenario to you both.
Go on.
You're a contending team for the title. Yeah.
What do
you're
you purchase?
2 positions away. A fullback and a striker. You can only address one position this summer. Which one?
But
do
it
you
really
go for?
depends on what your issue is, though, innit?
I'm
In
just
your
saying
team,
both
innit?
are your issues. You've got one fullback
That's a good
position.
question.
So in this scenario, literally what we were discussing, this is the case.
So basically, if I'm missing goals,
if you're
or if I'm
missing, if you're missing goals and you're missing width from, fullback,
you would go for goals in it.
But thing is, goals is if football had the currency, goals is the currency. Do you get
that's
where
the
I'm
thing.
coming
And for me, it's the richest currency. That's why I always think, no matter what, I think there's teams that, for example,
What
like,
you're
even when
saying
you're
is
saying
right,
with
though.
Chelsea, it's a Tuchel system. It's
But
unique.
do strikers win you all the games nowadays anymore?
That's
Or
what I said
What
for
you
me,
said
like
is
Salah.
it the
Salah's
is it
not
the
a striker.
Salahs? Is it the Sterlings? Is it the
I
get
Mbappes?
that.
Is it
I
the
get that.
Neymars?
So
many
we have
wide men.
moved away from the
Yeah.
traditional 9 more to the winger
So that's
forwards.
why, like now, it's like if you think about it, like we can probably go in and see like Bamford got 17 goals.
Yeah.
How many did Kane get last season? And everything, but a lot of your wide men are getting 10 plus
Son
goals
is
now.
calmly
You know,
chipping in, yeah.
a long time ago, like your wide men didn't have to reach double figures. Now
Bro,
it's expected.
Perez
Why
was
do you
like
think
one
people?
of
Why do you think people
exactly.
think? Why
Yeah.
do people think Ryan Giggs is shit now?
Because he wasn't getting
Yeah.
amazing numbers in terms of goal scoring. But back then it wasn't
Longevity
a
merchant.
You had 10 times you had what? You in your match day squad, you had 4 strikers, you had 2 starting,
Bro,
and then you had 2 on the bench.
Yeah.
It's completely
And if
different
it
game.
was sticky, both were getting subbed
Fam,
off, both were
yeah,
coming
so
on. Hey.
exactly. It's like, I feel like
your
it's
winger
like
just has to be
different game.
a bit nippy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Get
And
down the
get up and
byline,
down.
whip it in.
Nip it, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's-
mean when your fullback gets up, you go back.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
That's why with me, like when I look at the fullback thing in terms of like pivotal modern football,
I hear
there's
it.
so much. I feel like in terms of responsibilities and information given to a position, they are given so much. It's
Yeah.
like, listen, you have to defend and cover. You have to go forward.
I want-
you have to come in the midfield. I feel like ultimately, if you had a match and like your fullback got injured, or like your key fullbacks get injured, you're like, right, okay, cool. We've got
Do
to
you
rejig
think though
things
now
around there
with
for-
more and more of the 5-man and 3-man defenses,
Yeah.
the fullbacks obviously are becoming more and more wingbacks. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
That they move away from like the defensive side of the game.
Do you know
completely.
when you're starting to see that this is now becoming such an important position from when Tuchel's playing Cho there? From now Tuchel seeing
This is what I'm saying.
Cho,
What,
he's
like-
just seeing like, yo, that's meant to be a star boy winger. Nah, you're gonna be a wing back.
This
That
is
shows how
bro,
far
this
the
is
game has changed, moved, bro.
It used to be failed centre backs
Mm-hmm.
used to go to right back. Then it became the Busquets here.
Mm.
DMs who were on the ball could move to fullback. Now it's you're a failed winger. We'll chuck you back.
Yeah.
Here. So it's
I don't
like
know how you tried to. I saw
What?
you tried to.
It's
Don't do
Cho-
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
he's still your golden boy.
Don't do that.
Nah, but like but it's
Satman's team got AFB members in the academy.
Yeah.
Tell him about his
Nah,
stuff.
but it's the truth. Though. If you
Hello,
look at
Cool.
if you look at bro, I want everyone to look at this goal. Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter today. You might have seen me tweet about it. Liverpool's goal against Man City in the 18-19 season. Firmino scored. Yeah, City won the game 2-1.
Yeah.
Go and look at that goal, bro. Trent and Robertson dictated the whole goal attack. Robbo switched it to Trent. Trent switched it to Robbo. Fabinho got it. Trent switched it back. End up getting back to Trent. Trent crossed it in. Robbo knocked it across, and Firmino scored. I was like, bro, fam, fullbacks are everything nowadays, bro. Everything. Imagine the Pep system without Walker. Imagine Pep system and it's Wan-Bissaka.
It's peak. Bro, at one
like,
point
Tuchel.
during that
Production,
season,
you're grimacing. What are you saying?
Look
They
at
were-
what
Yo, bro, they were
Marcus
What's your opinion?
bro,
What's
look
your
at what
opinion?
Marcus Alonso's doing.
Everyone's got a good point. I can hear it. Fullbacks are pivotal, but
I'm
I
not
do
saying the
think-
most important.
I do think he's got a point because
I
you
like
can
his
have all
question.
the
Yeah.
fullbacks, but if
Yeah.
no one
No,
scores goals,
That's why I think
right.
pivotal.
I do
think
agree. I hear
that's why I
that, I
said
hear that.
pivotal and important are different. I think pivotal in terms of the current moment in football.
Yeah.
In terms of,
Yeah.
But in terms of importance, goal scoring is the currency. Like if you don't score,
Goals win games.
Back
innit?
in- bro, I'll
can't
be
win.
honest with you.
But nowadays,
Fullbacks-
fullbacks are even getting goals.
And this is the thing. I think fullbacks as well back in the day was probably the most irrelevant position, I would say, or the
Yeah.
least useful position.
yeah, you can just put centre half.
Yeah,
there,
you could just put
yeah.
anyone there type of
Yeah.
thing. And now it's like with it being such important, it's mad.
Do you know what
Where
though?
it's gone.
You look
I
at
do
sorry.
think.
Yeah, go on.
I can quickly make my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think you guys are only looking at the top teams though, because I kind of agree with Fuad more because if you're like a Brighton and that,
And
you need a
Newcastle, I was
striker
gonna-
more than you need a fullback.
Did you see
Agree,
Newcastle
agree,
the difference?
agree,
More
agree, agree.
Callum Wilson
Teams need
before and
strikers.
after.
Yeah,
no,
okay, I
100%.
agree with that. I
Makes
agree
a
with that.
difference.
I agree
Even
with
if
that.
do you know the reason why?
Yeah,
Do you know the reason why Brighton's such
I
a funny
agree with that
example?
still.
Because they still got
They got more
Yeah,
players,
man.
man.
But
And
when
then,
Lamptey was
and
doing
they're
a match,
pivotal. But even like, what's the tall guy's name? The 6'4".
Dan Burn.
And
Yeah.
is it Dan Burn?
Yeah,
Dan Burn.
Fam, he's moving aggressive.
He gets forward, innit?
He's moving
NBA
aggressive for
wingback.
them.
Nah, but you look at I do get what you're saying, but then every team that wanna play football will have an attacking football. You look at even man like Luke Ayling and that, fam. Them man be up there, you know what I mean? Contributing. Them man be on the bro. They're solid,
Dallas, bro.
They're solid football
Do you know-
players now.
do you know what I'd
Like,
say
and what
as
you
well?
said is true. Was it you that said it? Yeah, fullbacks used to be pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, I think the reason why I'm saying that the game has moved to fullbacks is because if you look at the past and you look at now, and we talk about all these modern positions that have changed, wingers and all this type of stuff. I think fullbacks is the one that's probably changed at the top level. Obviously, Roberto Carlos's and Cafu's are always attacking.
Yeah.
They can do whatever, but bro, you can't have a West Brown at fullback for a top
They
team
don't
anymore.
run no
You
more,
can't
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You
Them
can't
Gabriel
anymore.
Heinzes.
Production,
Bro,
on
it's
your
gone.
point.
The
Do you know what's so funny
levels
though?
between the two now are so different.
But do you know what's so funny
bro?
about a point? Because I get what you're saying about top teams and everything, but like we've seen in everything in football, right? Like when Conte came, he did, five at the back. What happens at the top usually trickles down
yeah.
eventually. So we might see that eventually.
Let's not act like Newcastle didn't try and get Yedlin and them man there to be attacking fullback. Let's not act like they didn't try a thing and maybe it backfired and now they gone back. I don't even know who they got now. Who they got now?
Croft, the
Manquillo and them man.
No, they're playing Murphy at wing back.
Hey,
No, but joking, he gets forward.
Jacob Murphy.
Murphy gets forward.
He's now.
No,
he was
wait.
killing us.
He was a
No,
winger.
he was a winger.
He's
I
a
can't lie.
Norwich legend in the
him,
youth team.
Yeah.
I won't lie. You know what you realized? Him and Jamal Lewis.
Yeah,
Them man are like this.
Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis is a
them
left
man
back.
like this.
Yeah.
Attacking
Yeah,
Hey, AFB. Hey,
I
I'm
can't lie
telling
to
you.
you. You've been running now, and to see it now, I see it on Twitter all the time with tweets and not even involved. I was like, yo, it's
But
fun.
I won't lie, that was a nice one. Still, let us know what you think in the comments or send us whatever and everything. But let's get into predictions now because obviously football's, club football's coming back.
Yeah, we ain't even done.
I think we didn't do anything, but obviously a few games in and everything now.
Transfer window's dead done now. So
Yeah, exactly. So what we'll do is we'll do Premier League winner, top four, European
we'll just go win
places, and so that Premier League winner. Who are we thinking? I think I said man last week. I think for me personally, I think we're favourites. I think we'll do it.
Yeah, you'll
Personally,
win the league, yeah.
I feel like again, like I said last week, I feel like if we're talking about defenses winning you titles and goal scoring wins you games, I feel like we should have that perfect marriage now.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I would say you lot are probably going to win it as well. But I do think this will probably be the most wide open race that we've had in a long time.
So what, you
I
saying
think we've got
three horse?
four. I would say four. Liverpool, United, City, Chelsea.
Do you know I'm trying?
I
hear what you're saying, but do you know I'm trying to narrow
I
you
got the
down?
heebie-jeebies. Did you see that?
Do you know I'm trying to narrow you down because when you
It's fucking cold in here,
yeah,
blood.
it's a bit chilly, innit?
Bro, you're the fuck.
The reason why I'm asking is because a lot of time people say like 4-horse race, but realistically,
Here's
it's
how I
like,
see it.
I'm saying like with 4 games left to go, there's only two teams that can win. That's what,
What
I'm
we
asking.
need to remember,
that's when City and Chelsea might kind of slip away a little
Okay,
bit. That's
cool.
what
What
I
you need
think.
to remember, when we look
think-
back, go on.
I think United and Liverpool will be more dark horses.
Okay.
I think if
I hear it.
Chelsea or what's the name have blips or slow starts or whatever, I think them two, if they take advantage, like United did last year before the Sheffield game, and then it all went south.
I think when with what you're talking about the 4-horse thing, I think people romanticize. What's the word? Romanticize, right? The past
days of old.
Because there was the top 4, which was always a solidified top 4, and they were all good in the Champions League as well. I think people seem to look back and think that there was 4-horse races. There wasn't. You look back at Liverpool, I think 69, the closest was 3. Arsenal 72, United 89, Chelsea 86. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a title race. You know what I mean? But they'll all be banging each other in the Champions League and stuff.
That season when Arsenal lost it, that was a 3, right? That was a 3. I think the difference in points might have been 7 between all the teams. When Arsenal fluked it, that was a 3 horse. You know, when they were in a 2-horse race and they finished 3rd.
No, when they finished second, the Leicester year. That was the Leicester year. They were top. And
that was a 3-horse one.
10 points off now. I think it's 10 points now.
Was it 10 points? I thought it was like 7 or something.
Yeah, mate, I don't even know.
Okay, yeah. If it's more than 7 points, it's not a horse race.
Yeah, if it's double.
No, but I mean, those are the 4 teams that I think throughout the season will be tussling. I think the top 4 is a lock this year.
I'm gonna lie. I think I'm still gonna stick with City. And listen, if Chelsea win it, I'm not going to act surprised. I'm not going to act surprised. If Chelsea win it, because I have them as second favourites. And Chelsea, I think, I'll have the number on most teams in the big games now. Yeah. I think if City are going to lose this league, it's going to be because they can't beat Chelsea because Tuchel has his number at the moment, Pep's number, or we seem to somehow always beat City as well. So I think if City are not going to win it, it's going to be because of the big games. I think they're just so good in the small teams. I think they just pick up points, bro. That's how you win 10 in a row.
You 11 in a row. You can't rule Pep out. But do you think that the Kane thing will come back to bite them? And I hear what you're saying. Last year was a breeze, but I think the competition is better this year.
Hear my view on it. So you see with City, right? Last year they did something where it was, I don't want to say
reinvented. The first 11 games?
I don't want to say reinvented themselves, but they showed a different element where we said, you know what, not defense first, but we're putting an importance on this. Like what you said, back to basics. And I feel like a back to basics things for Pep is, I've done well without a striker before. I can utilize things. I know it's been very early days, but Jesus on the wing and everything, his team are finding their feet. You said that the players coming off the bench, that FT ballers. I think what City do very well
in a good way.
I think maybe because of their Premier League champions, they've got heritage. But you know, when people talk about clubs, let's be real. City's not spoken about the same way that United's spoken about, that Chelsea's spoken about, that in terms of media coverage. So to a certain extent, what happened last year is City can do this thing where they don't go undercover, but they can just get into a run where it's natural. Okay, they've been unbeaten for 14 games again, 15 games again. They can just do that. And that works for them because before you know it, oh my gosh, they've got a 5.6 point lead. I feel like they have the potential to do that again because everyone's eyes is going to be on Chelsea.
Yeah, remember
we
in
won
January.
the Champions League and we've made the big striker signing. So now it's like Chelsea have to do it. It allows City to kind of, everyone focus on them. We're just going to focus on ourselves. So I don't think it will come back to bite them. But of course, if they got Harry Kane, I think it would have been a different scenario.
It's a sign. I would have said it's
signed till delivered.
Yeah, but I agree. Do you think, since Tuchel's come in, I'm trying to think, have you had any blips in the league? Was it Southampton?
No, we did. We have
West Brom.
Southampton, Leeds, Aston Villa. Our last few games, our form before the Champions League final was dire. We were bluffing. We were proper bluffing. We weren't scoring goals.
Champions League marks that.
It was like the last. What I'm
saying.
Bro, remember, we got into Champions League on a technicality.
Yeah, you would think Lukaku's gonna help it.
Yeah,
help that. Yeah, I mean, you would think he would help that because Lukaku, especially. The thing about him is he's a flat track bully or whatever, so he would eat against them teams. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I do think with what you said is good because, like, if you look in January, for example, people were talking about Man United, Liverpool title race, and City had like 3 games in hand, and everyone, the odd person, will be like, why is no one talking about City? Because you know they're gonna come exactly, because they can slide like that.
I want to add into that as well. Come December, Chelsea are gonna disappear for a month. So we've got what's the cup called?
AFCON.
No, not AFCON. We've got Club World Cup.
AFCON.
I remember in December. That's
old Chelsea.
The whole team were good. That's heritage Chelsea. That's when remember Drogba came back with malaria. Manager was fuming, but so like we're gonna be in a scenario where you have fixture pile up, and then depending where we are in cups and everything, it'll be interesting to see how we manage that. But I think that's why you get Saul and all of these man because you need depth. So But can we do maybe what City did? Is that okay? We've got 3 games in them. Let's do what we need to do. People are not thinking. So I think you haven't said who. Oh yeah, you said City.
No,
let's go into top 4 though.
Just quickly, I do think people, because City have been, I've said it last week I think, but because City was so public with the fact that they want a striker, I think people are now kind of being like, oh, because they didn't get it, they can't win the league.
Yeah.
They can win the league.
Because it's almost like you expose your weakness.
Yeah, but exactly. But bro, City,
like, one team that
you've told everyone this is my source.
Yeah,
now
but
it's like if
there's one team that can do it, in the country, it's gonna be them.
I'm telling you now, KDB's not played yet as well. He's not played yet. Like, we still haven't even seen when KDB's on the pitch, when Sterling's on the pitch, at the same time when Grealish is on playing, he occupies that 2-3 man. If he's laying it off to KDB for him to do one of them ridiculous crosses and stuff, bro, that's cash money, fam. It's cash money.
Crossing to who though?
No. I know that's so disrespectful.
You see him,
You're disrespectful.
He's gonna get 20 goals. Let's
You're
disrespectful.
Do you know that's disrespectful?
I forgot about him.
A man said Grealish will occupy 2-3 spaces. I thought he was going to say that KDB's going to bang it.
I just let him slide.
Bro,
no way.
You know what Grealish does? You know what Grealish does? That the Grealish opens up spaces that Sterling and that don't. Sterling's going to penetrate.
Yeah, but you said that KDB's just going to cross the
bro, KDB would do that. Huh?
Jesus right wing? Watch out.
It's cash money, isn't it? It's looking like cash money.
You guys going to see.
Top 4 order. You go first, we go across. So you're saying Chelsea first.
City.
This way it gets interesting. Cool.
Liverpool, United. I think United might sneak
third.
Let's
say all of them, then we discuss it. I think it'll be Chelsea, City, United, and then I'm saying Liverpool for now. But
United would definitely be.
But the reason why I'm sketching on thing is because they didn't bring anyone in. 1 and 2. I actually think that without Mane and Salah, they might have to find something new to them. They might give them a little uplift. That's
bro,
why
without Mane, they might be a better team now.
Like, I think again,
How did we get here?
People know that I rate like Harvey, but I'm not trying to like big him over the moon thing. But I feel like when you don't have,
is he not involved in the Starboy convo now?
Who's Harvey? He's with
He's
with like Conor Gallagher. He's with Conor Gallagher.
What I'm interested in seeing is, you know, when you don't have to.
Hey, you leave my brother out of this, yeah?
You know, when you don't have to rely on like Salah, when Salah and then Mane's not been up to the races, other people will have to, like we say, rise, and I think that might help. So
he's a Gilmore.
I think Liverpool will come forth for now. So you're saying?
I'm going City,
Chelsea,
United, Liverpool. I think Liverpool's depth is just. I think Salah, as you say, Salah will keep them in a title race.
But
Salah will keep them in the conversation because he scores too much, and that's just the way Liverpool are. Trent, I think, starting to feel it again, etc. So I think their first 11 will be good, but I do think them games when it's 0-0, 76th minute, I just don't know if Liverpool have someone to bring off the bench and change that game. Yeah. So I do think they will fall a bit short. Why? But if they have got a really good first 11, so they can still be in conversation.
Question I wanted to ask you is, why do you think that you put Liverpool above United, right?
Yeah. I think Liverpool, with their returning players, I think they'll be stronger. And I look at United and I think there's too many pieces possibly to mesh in. And I think about... What? Like this?
No, move your chair a bit more forward.
It's the shorts, fam.
That's what I'm saying. I'm shouting in the mic now.
It's the
bring it back.
I don't fucking kill me. No, but I just think you lot have a lot of pieces. Ronaldo coming.
Steve Irwin.
Leave my fucking shorts. Hey, fuck you, man.
Yeah, actually just like Steve Irwin today. Still, R.I.P. Steve Irwin. Of course, that's what I've done, bro. But still, don't kill me, man.
But no, I think you'll have a lot of pieces to fit in with Ronaldo coming back in. You've got Rashford to come back. You've got Bruno. You've got Pogba. You've got Jadon still there. You've got firepower, which I think is what got you through a lot last year. In a lot of them games where you go down, second half you'd blitz them 4-5. Even Champions League, that's what gave you life. But I just
They
think
didn't get out the group, so they didn't give them,
in some of the games,
some of
that
the
Leipzig
games
and
they
stuff,
looked a bit
uh,
of fire, and then the reality.
I know what you're trying to say.
Reality kicked in.
I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're
But
trying
you
to
get
say.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But that's why I think
You know
you
what?
lot still
I know
have
what
a
you're
little
saying.
bit of
Because of
gaps.
time, I'm gonna start moving it on a bit quicker. 5th to 7th, what are we saying? So you've got the likes of Leicester,
Leicester's fifth
Spurs.
Leicester's 5th locked. I think.
Yeah?
6th.
Okay.
I think we'll finish. We'll finish 6th.
Okay.
I believe.
And then who's 7th? Who comes after that? Do we get a
I
Rafa
do you
Benitez
know what?
sturdy Everton?
Nah.
Do we get a sneak Villa?
This might be.
Is there anyone else I'm not
I think
mentioning?
Arsenal.
I think Arsenal
I
gonna
think
do it.
Arsenal.
West
I think
Ham
Arsenal
again.
got it,
West Ham
man.
come
Yeah,
again.
I've got-
Arsenal do this stink fest early in the season, and then they'll either sack Arteta and have
I
like
don't-
a
I
reimbursement,
don't know, you know.
or
I
they'll
don't
go
know.
on like they've done the last 2 years after January, where they just go on all greens.
I don't know.
So-
I think Arsenal are gonna.
no
I
Europe
think,
as well.
I
man.
think Arsenal are going to sack Arteta at some point. And
Yeah.
I think they'll get into the top 10. But no, not even on this. Like, not even,
that is the way he laughed.
not even this. They'll get into the top 10.
He said 5 to 7.
Yeah,
He's
no, they'll get into the top 10. But I think 5. I don't know about in order, but Leicester, Spurs, and I'm going West Ham. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think with Benitez, yeah.
I
think with Benitez, they can get 7th.
You
I
don't
genuinely
think
think
the
that-
Townsend Damari thing is gonna wear off?
No, I know, but the
couple
thing
weeks.
is, the thing is, for me, it's about
Calvert-Lewin keeps scoring though, man.
there's that. But I had this. I
Last
was
year,
having a
January,
conversation
it
with
dried
someone,
up,
yeah, and
Joe.
see with Rafa Benitez, like he's very functional, but he will tell his players how to work on their weaknesses,
He'll squeeze the most out of it.
squeeze the most out, and I think that they'll be very hard to score against because Benitez likes to be shrewd and everything. And I think that he knows he's already found certain plays and moves. I know it's football, but he's found certain things that make his team do what they need to do. So I think they can get 7th. I think they'll get
James
7th.
comes back as well. That
I don't
was
think he'll
him,
come
but-
back into it. I'll be honest. I don't think he's playing football for
They're
them,
trying to
man.
get rid of him, innit?
I think they'll terminate
terminate
contract.
contract?
I think
don't
so.
know, yeah,
I
so
think so.
madness
I
going
think
on there.
He said, "Carlos out. I'm out."
yeah. And
literally.
Carlos said, "I'm not taking you
Man,
in here, bro."
Everton, he doesn't want to be
So
there.
okay, cool. So next, because of time, top goal scorer. I'll let you go first this time. Ronnie, best player in the league.
Nah, I'm gonna go Salah. I'm gonna go Salah. I always just say Salah
What
for me.
what
is the
number
standard.
what number golden boot would
we
this be?
need to
Sorry?
do this as well.
3.
Between
It'll
the
be
three of
third.
us.
It'll be third.
If Salah wins it, yeah, I'll be third golden boot. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, who's got the most?
Henry 4.
With 4.
I think
Kane's got 3.
between the three of us, we need to back our men and hedge our bets. You need to put your man. CR the goal
I don't
is
have
back.
to say he's gonna be the golden.
No.
boot. What the fuck?
Back your man. Big Rom is here.
Okay, why not
Kane
amongst
is here.
us? All
This
right,
is
why
the
not
only
amongst
race
us?
I
Why
could
not
be
amongst
involved
us?
in.
Let's do something. Back
Back your man.
No, because I think Salah's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
get golden boot.
let's-
But amongst us,
Let's have a bet or
all
a
right,
forfeit.
yeah, come, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. What is
Cool.
it then?
I don't know. Top scorer. Who?
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna obviously you say Lukaku, I
Kane,
say
Lukaku,
Ronaldo.
Okay.
No,
And
but amongst each other, I'm talking about. So if Ronaldo finishes second, but he's ahead of Kane and Lukaku.
Yes, he's the winner.
Yeah.
He's the
Okay,
winner.
calm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Alright,
that's
calm.
amongst us,
Alright,
and
cool.
the loser we'll figure
We'll
out.
let the
You-
audience
comment-
decide.
We'll let the
Let
audience
us know
decide. Let
what-
us know what you want.
Yeah, let us
As
know.
the forfeit.
I don't mind that. That's cool. All right, cool. Top assister. This one was interesting for
Oh,
me.
you didn't say your golden boot.
My golden boot.
Just skip that.
My heart wants to say Lukaku.
We should deduct 1 goal from Lukaku because Ronaldo wasn't in the league.
Look at this.
should
Look,
deduct 1 league.
Kane
Go-
wasn't at the club.
Yeah, but that's for golden boot. I'm talking about for this thing.
Nah,
Lukaku should be
Kane
deducted
wasn't
1
at the
goal. I
club.
don't care,
Kane
fam.
wasn't at the club. So
I said
we're
Kane
starting
What do you mean?
the
Yeah,
same
because
thing.
he was
was
working
at
and
the
they just
club.
started
Listen. Lukaku, you said.
I want you, but you're right. Salah is cash money, but he's gone for a month.
Yeah, we say a month, but it's only like it could potentially only be 3 matches.
Hey,
2
Drogba
matches,
09-10.
three matches.
They
You know what I
forget.
mean? We say a
They
month
forget.
sounds longer than how much it is actually going to be Prem matches.
No, I hear you.
It could be only potentially 3 Premier League matches.
Realistically, who are the headrunners? Are typically Kane.
Kane, Ronaldo,
Salah.
Salah.
Bro,
Ronaldo,
check the league.
Lukaku.
If you beat Mo Salah, you win the golden boot, fam.
Yeah.
He is the
I'm
standard.
going
Standard
Kane.
bearer for innit.
He's the standard.
Kane.
Random one, it's not in there, but who do you reckon? Like, you know how Bamford got 17? Who do you reckon could be the sneaky guy from one of these teams that
the dark
that
horse?
racks
Hey,
up goals? Calvert
Ings
again.
at
I
Villa.
was supposed to say Ings.
Ings at Villa.
Villa.
If he can stay
That's
fit.
easy money.
If he can stay fit,
Yeah,
If he stays
Ings.
fit, money.
that's a really good shout. To be fair, but yeah, I'll go Lukaku for the sake of it.
Yeah, calm. So you go. All right. So you said who? Kane.
Kane.
Kane, Lukaku. All right, Salah.
Top assister. Now this one's interesting because
When led in the fucking race, he's leading by far.
because the thing that made me laugh is you talking about obviously the return of the person best player in the league. It's like if you have Pogba in and around that, he should get assists. He's already on 4. He has an advantage.
He's on 5.
He's on 5
on
in
5.
what? In how many games? 3 games.
In 3 games.
He's got an advantage. He has goal scorers. He has firepower in
This
front
is
of
how
him.
Kane won it last season. He went on a mad
Son,
early.
it was Son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kane
Him
and
and
Son.
Son.
Because remember, he got 4 assists against Southampton.
Bro, they were
Kane.
doing madness,
He did
yeah.
exactly what
Yeah.
Pogba did against
Yeah.
Leeds.
So it from here it should be a shoe in. It should.
But
But
consistency has always been the biggest issue.
And is he going to play on the wing, or is he going to go back to
wing
centre
back?
Wing
midfield?
butt is the way forward. I'm
Exactly.
telling you.
Or is he going to go back to centre
But
midfield?
you need that.
Because
similar-
Greenwood is now holding down the right. Sancho, you might say, Sancho has to be played on left.
Yeah. What you need from Pogba is similar to link up with how when Zlatan was at the club. The link up they had
That's how
there.
missing chances for fun, fam. Nah, I know. Top assist, bro. It's tough. Because I would, you know what? If Mane was on form, I would have said Trent. But
100 mil
Mane-
man in the City team.
did we say?
100 mil man.
I was
in the
about to
City
say.
team.
I was about to say. I think.
bad man.
I think I'm gonna go him. I'm gonna go him.
Look,
Then I'm gonna go
do you know
him.
why I want to ask the question that though? Does
But it's Pogba. I mean, I
Because
want
you
to
know
say
what it is?
Pogba, but
can I ask this
that's
question
just a
quickly?
cop
though?
out, innit?
Do you know
The
why
reason
I'll
why I
say
want to ask this question quickly is: does Grealish coming into the team affect KDB's assist output?
No. Nah, City are relentless, bruv. City will suffocate.
The reason I'm saying is because KDB got 12 last year, innit?
Yeah.
He got a good amount.
But
So
he
what,
was-
are they
and
gonna
that was
be
him off form for like the first
KDB,
4 months. bro.
KDB and Grealish. Grealish got 11. KDB got 12.
Yeah.
Both missed like 10 games
Yeah.
each. So I'm like, bro,
So you're going Grealish.
I'm just gonna go Grealish.
With the chance creation he gets, now you should.
He
have
got an
some
assist. He
finishes
got an
as well.
assist. He got an assist against Arsenal, right? Goal and assist in his first 3. Not bad. 2 goal contributions.
I
about
was
to
just
say
about
Bruno.
to say. I was just
Bruno
about to say.
got 12 last
I'm gonna
year.
go
You know
for
what?
the ultimate stat man, Bruno.
It's mad because I put Bruno. I put Bruno as my prediction before, so I don't even know why I've just changed it, but whatever.
I heard
It's, no, it's also because Pogba got that 5, but it's like I don't know, man. It's like what is the number that somebody's gonna get? Like
I think
13?
because Ronaldo will take
What's the record?
Bruno's penalties, he will.
he shouldn't
Find
take
some
that.
way.
That's annoying me a
Henry.
little bit.
No, he
No,
didn't. He didn't top
Henry
it. He didn't
Henry
top
and
it.
KDB got 20.
He didn't top it. Remember, he needed it, and then he tried to do one jammy one. They said no, it doesn't count.
Kane
He didn't top
almost
it.
last year.
No,
Almost.
what do you
He
mean?
was like
Almost
7
14. Fam, he's bare away. Oh, you're a sick man. Cool. Player of the year and young player of the year. We've already said ours. To be fair, you said Greenwood.
Greenwood, innit?
I already said Havertz.
You said Havertz, yeah.
remember
Greenwood will
we
win.
had that conversation.
Greenwood
I said,
will be the younger player of the year. I can put £100 on it.
I've called Havertz.
You gonna bet?
Who's your young
Greenwood
player?
will win it.
So I can take the field and you take Greenwood.
Field hype.
Yeah, let's do that.
Field hype.
If you're that confident.
I'm not putting money. I don't bet. Start for a laugh. I'll start for a
Man said
laugh.
stop for a laugh.
Brokey.
Start for a
Man
laugh.
said brother culture comes.
Come on, man.
Brother
Do
culture
that.
comes.
Only time I do that is when I'm playing. You know what I mean? When I'm playing.
What, penny up?
When I'm shooting dice on the
You're
block
dumb. You're so
with
dumb.
Meek and them.
What's
Player
your
of the year.
who's your young player of the year?
I think I might Kai. I think I'll go with Kai as well. I think he's gonna have a breakout year. I think this big year for him.
Break out the Premier League anyway.
Yeah.
Break out the Premier
Wait,
League.
you guys what? Young player of the year for Havertz, yeah.
Havertz, yeah. I think especially if Chelsea do what I
they're
expect
supposed
them
to
to
do.
do. I expect
Mason
him to
Greenwood,
play a
man.
big
You
part in
guys,
that.
come on, man.
I think
No, you know me. I like Greenwood, but I feel like Havertz. In terms,
I'm
again,
just
like I think there's
I'm
gonna
just
be
looking
like
at
an
the
evolution.
minutes of everybody, and I'm like, at some point, someone's gonna have to get
Yeah,
Sancho, Greenwood. Who is it gonna be?
Who's
Yeah, maybe.
player of the year? £100 £100 million man,
Nah.
best player in the league.
He's not going. Ronaldo's the best player in the league.
Yeah,
He's not gonna get.
I love this.
He's not gonna get. Nah, I don't think Grealish will win player of the year. It's hard for City players in general. I know KDB somehow. I feel like when people start complaining so much about City players not winning it, now you're just giving it to KDB for fun. But
do you know?
I'm gonna go Salah
Salah. Do you know what?
because I think Liverpool. He's gonna be dragging Liverpool, and Liverpool might not win the league, but it's gonna look like that one man kept them up there.
But
So
I
I'm
thought
gonna
that
say
would happen
Salah.
for Kane, and it didn't.
Yeah, because I don't know why KDB won that.
And
That
I
is
tell
the
you what,
most
no,
baffling one of
but
all
this
time.
is the thing. So this is what. Do you know? I find this hard now. Yeah, we've seen VVD, right? We saw Ruben Diaz, and that's like if you sort of aid your team, you know.
No, Ruben Diaz, KDB won it.
No, but Ruben
Ruben
Diaz
Diaz
was
was a
like
young player.
he was in the
Yeah,
front running and that. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he should have won it, all this type of
Yeah.
stuff. We've seen that sort of defensive hype. So now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what? So if you add like assurance to your defense? Are you in the front? What? So are we going to start saying Rudiger deserves to be in shouts now? Because that's how it seems like. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, stand on it. You saying Rudiger player of the year?
Nah, let's
Stand on it, fam. Bro, stand on it, man. We saying
Rudiger.
He said
That's a
Rudiger's
long
in it.
shot.
Like, Rudiger's on smoke, though.
Bro.
I'm not saying like in terms of, I'm not saying that will happen, but I'm saying like we've seen that if he had defensive assurance, they start saying.
But you can say that for more. I think that a better likening with that would be Varane, though, because very
good
like
shout.
basically
Very good
in
shout.
like a new signing ish.
Yeah.
And so was Diaz.
Yeah.
So I think more will be pointing towards
That's a
Varane,
very good.
innit?
That's a very
I
good
think
shout.
Rudiger's already been there, and I think a lot of it they'll kind of attribute.
There's no
to
narrative.
Tuchel.
Yeah,
I think
there's no
they'll
narrative.
attribute it to Tuchel. He's gonna get all the credit for it more than.
Yeah, there's no
player.
narrative there in it. But in terms of player of the year, you know what? I think Kane might do a revenge thing. You know, I think potentially because the move didn't come through, and it's like, you know,
Right,
what?
not after I saw it. The way I was finishing against Poland, against whoever we played, Hungary, boy.
Man said
Hungry
we.
hype, bro.
I forgot your proper this we three lines
Come
thing.
on, mate.
Cool.
So wait, hold on. Who's the
Kane,
player of the year?
Kane.
Kane.
I said Kane.
You're both going Kane, yeah?
I went Kane.
First.
You went Salah.
Yeah,
Ironically, we went for teams that are not. We're not saying not going to win the league, which is interesting.
Yeah, because they barely win it.
Hero hype, innit? Hero hype.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the interesting one. And before I say it, you know when you're talking about how Chelsea are probably more suited to beat the bigger teams, would you say that Chelsea are more of a not a cup side, but they're more equipped to that football then? Because it's it's just
City are still
it's a
the
big
ultimate
fixture.
cup team at the moment. They're domestic, innit? They're domestic.
no. In terms of like, with the format of Champions League, it's
Wait,
less
what's the question
games.
though? What's that question?
It's going to be Champions League winner.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm asking this is because you said that when it comes to big games, you expect Chelsea to win.
Oh,
those.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you think that Chelsea are more suited because of everything in? They're more suited to that sort of.
Yeah, because I don't see you guys conceding much. Even though City don't concede much as well, I just think, there's something about Chelsea that I still see Chelsea going far in the Champions League this year. I think going far.
But who do you think is going to win? I'm going to put it out there now. I think that with all of the hype and attention
But I
on
don't think you do
PSG,
back to back.
I think that again, I'm not bringing it up because I like talking about it all the time. I think City probably do it this year,
Yeah.
I think City do this year because of the PSG
Wait.
project.
So you guys think? So what? The lack of striker doesn't matter.
I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't remember. I didn't say
so,
that. I didn't say that.
I'm trying to hear his
He said striker,
Mhm.
but I think they can do it. I think they can do it.
I think the favourites are City,
PSG.
PSG,
No, but you have to pick one.
Chelsea, and Bayern.
For the favourites, I hear you, but who'd you pick and say? Obviously, it's tough because of the draws and everything.
PSG's got too much hype around them. I've know when there's too much hype, they don't win. Teams don't win, so I'm not going PSG.
I'm going City.
Yo, do you know what? There's some dark horses, There's some dark horses. I think United are a dark horse. I think Liverpool are a dark horse. I'm not capping. I'm telling you now.
I hear you. That's a
Dark
bold
horses.
step for you.
United have
You
more
wouldn't
chance
usually-
of
you
winning the
wouldn't
Champions
usually-
League than the Prem. I'm telling you now.
Listen,
Okay.
he said Liverpool is dark horses last year when they got dumped out. He was busting out like.
Speaking of dark
Mane's
horses,
letting us down.
I
Letting
don't
everyone
want
down.
to. I don't want to. Man, you're so
Nah, I
dark.
said us as in my shout. Yeah, my shout.
I don't want to detract you, but you see in Spain in La Liga, Atleti are basically favourites.
Have you seen that team though? It's a good team.
That's what I'm saying. They're basically favourites.
They've become kind of stacked.
They have to and Seville are sort of like in a shout to be in a title race.
Barca and Real have declined though.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's
This
crazy,
is your
innit?
best opportunity to do
It's
it back
crazy.
to back. Go
Yeah,
run a
they
little
need to
mock,
dominate this
have a little
period.
era,
Yeah.
and then let
But
them
do you
come
reckon,
back.
with the sort of pieces they've got and the sort of way they play football, they could potentially be a dark horse in Champions League? Or do you just
Atletico, they're always dark horses.
Always.
Atletico are always
They're
just
like the
everyone's universal dark horse
Yeah.
is Atletico. Do you know what? It's so hard for the Champions League because I haven't even got the chance to see Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, and that. It's hard.
disgruntled Mbappe as well, apparently?
But you know what? Yeah, I don't know, bro. PSG not selling Mbappe shows that they don't think they can win the Champions League without Messi and with just Messi and Neymar. In my opinion, 200 million on deadline day, you don't sell him. They don't have that much faith in Messi and Neymar, bro. What?
No,
They think Mbappe is the key.
For me, I think it's slightly
that
different.
firepower, bro. Is that then you add the experience of Ramos. You saw how far they got without these people.
Is Ramos going to play how many games this season? I have a feeling that's going to be an anti-climax.
Hakeem, bro, it's not like just there's too much hype. No, there's the hype. It's like the Golden State Warriors.
But let me ask you something.
You know they're just.
Let me ask you something.
I think there's no team that can go toe to toe with PSG.
All right, let me ask you something. No. Hold
But
on. Now,
do you-
let me ask you something.
They're a
I think-
mismatch.
I think-
Let me
no,
ask
I
you
think-
something. They're a
I think
mismatch.
I think we beat. I think Chelsea beat PSG.
I do as well.
I think
Let
Chelsea
me-
beat PSG.
let me ask
I think we
you-
beat them well as well.
I can't wait to smoke this Tuca pack.
No. On a real, I think if there's any team that could beat PSG, It's the way Chelsea play.
Listen, let me ask
It's
you
a
something.
frustrating brand of football, bro.
Let me ask you
It's
something.
frustrating.
Have you?
Liverpool's last week's resiliency got him gas.
No, it's
wait,
not even that.
Wait till Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe are doing knock, tika taka around.
Mbappe doing
I
tiki
pray.
taka. M transition doesn't do. M transition doesn't do.
No,
Don't do the tika taka.
No, but listen, let me ask you something, yeah? Donnarumma, yeah? He's going to be on the bench this season. Keylor Navas is their number one. So everyone's talking about this unbelievable signing. He's going to be... Keylor Navas, their number one. Sergio Ramos is 36 off an injury-prone 2 seasons. Last season, no one was talking about Sergio Ramos. They were calling him washed up. Now, because I think he's got this move, it's like, that's not like it. Gini Wijnaldum is an okay player. He's not special in any way. He's an okay player. Hakimi, very good. Messi, great. We're overrating this window. We're really overrating the PSG window.
Wait. Ramos, I'm going to give you the prime example.
We're overrating this window.
Thiago Silva last year at Chelsea. They called
Injury
him washed
prone,
up
injury
and
prone.
injury prone at PSG. They said he's coming from a Farmers
spitting.
League, cannot handle it. Last week looked colossal.
You're
and I'm looking at Ramos and I'm like, hey, I know that's Captain Clutch. That's the all-round defender. There's no way he ain't.
If
he's fit,
but
he's gonna play.
And
there's hella man there, to be honest.
Yeah, you can't take pens.
And then you said Donnarumma. I'm sorry, Keylor Navas
Gonna be on the bench.
It's gonna be the same situation as to what happened to him at Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
where all right,
Unless
you're
they
the
make
number one
Donnarumma the
guy
Champions League
till you
keeper.
make that one mistake, and then it's like, all right, Donnarumma's here. Donnarumma is the golden kid, bro. He's just won Player of the Tournament at the Euros.
But he's got time. They've
He
got
ain't
time
gonna
to let him
be-
rest.
He is not
They've
gonna
got
be on
time
the
to
bench
let him...
all season.
You say?
He's not going to be on the bench all season.
Boy, I don't know. I think we're overrating this window a little bit.
If Keylor Navas is the league goalkeeper, come Champions League, Donnarumma's playing.
Yeah,
So
they might
it's-
do that. They might do that. But I think we're overrating this window a little bit. Messi, yeah, that's nice.
bro.
Ginny,
So
come on, man. What is Ginny a world beater now?
Cam's going to be
calling
crying
PSG?
come knockouts.
You call
stage,
PSG?
watch. PSG, yeah.
And who did
clear.
you call?
I don't even know.
I said,
Just say
Bro,
United. Just say
I
United.
don't even know. Yeah, look, we're going
Ronaldo,
United.
run it back.
We're going United.
Aye.
You're talking about Captain
I can't
Clutch.
lie.
We got Cristiano Ronaldo. That's
Listen,
real clutch.
if
That's
that-
real clutch. We
that
got
would be-
Varane. Champions League
best
Varane.
story of the season.
Come on,
That
man.
would be.
The man are talking about Champions League accolades. What about us, fam? Ronaldo was giving
Champions
Ramos
League.
the Champions League too.
Let's go.
Yeah, Ramos did his thing. He did it.
Man, had to retract
If it weren't for Ronaldo's 17 goals to these finals, would Ramos
That
be
is
there
so
to be
funny.
clutch? No, he
Listen,
wouldn't.
listen.
Alright,
He
cool.
wouldn't.
Final one, really quickly. We don't have to spend too long on it. Relegation from Premier League. I think Burnley are finally going down.
Really?
I think Burnley are finally going down.
Barnes and Woods.
I
they would
think
not
that
let this happen.
They finally
I
got a
think
black
Norwich are
man.
going
Nah,
down.
they finally got a black man.
Norwich
as
are
well,
going down
Maxwell
as well.
Cornet.
Fam, a man that signed to the club and was pointing to Umbro instead of the
Umbro.
badge. They're going down. They're going down.
I think Norwich are going down.
I think Norwich, Burnley, are, and then
I think Norwich are going down. I think Watford are going down.
okay, what?
I was going
I
to say
think Southampton
Southampton
are going down.
I would have said Southampton, but
I don't think
they've
Southampton are
started
going
decent, and I'm looking at it.
No,
I
but they
don't-
always do this. Remember, Hassan Horton, he fooled us. He
Yeah,
tricked us.
I can't
He
lie.
hoodwinked us.
We saying, is this the year then?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think they'll go down. But
Listen, if they go down, how does he look?
fam, from all of that, from crying on the sideline to going down, oh my gosh.
Who's there? Gineppo.
Listen,
Gineppo is their attacking force.
nah, they got.
I worry for you.
Shea Adams.
Shea Adams.
No,
What's
he's not
his name?
standard.
Bro, they signed this guy
Adam
from
Armstrong.
the championship.
Adam Armstrong.
Adam Armstrong.
Adam
That's
He
the
looks
one.
like Timo Werner. Baby
Yes.
Werner.
I don't
Baby
know,
Werner.
yeah.
He plays
Adam
You're
Armstrong,
dumb.
yeah.
He
You're
plays
dumb.
exactly like Werner.
You're
Have
so
you seen
dumb.
him?
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
it's the way you
missing
say he
sis.
does that Timo.
If he can score regularly, I think he could keep. I think Newcastle might be in trouble this year. Finally,
Steve Bruce
I know
knows the
Steve
thing.
Bruce. We look
He
at
knows
it
the
and say
thing.
he knows his thing, but it's
Hey,
like
do
the
you know
what
Allardyce
Brighton-
thing. Do you
what
remember when he
Brighton?
took over West
No,
Brom?
I think
He
Brighton
said,
will be
"Go, go
okay.
down."
I think Brighton will be okay. The XG will pull them through.
What a hype,
It is.
bruv.
You see with Newcastle, yeah. Funny fact, yeah. You know when they signed Willock, that's the first time that they've bought a player in installments. They always pay full cash. That's why
Sports
they don't have
Direct
money. That's why they don't have money. They're like, we can't make signings because we always pay full. This is the first time we paid full for.
It's kind of dumb.
That's
That's actually kind of
dumb stuff.
Oh,
But
makes
So who you got?
I got Southampton, Norwich, and Watford.
I've got Watford, Burnley, and Norwich.
Norwich, Watford, Newcastle.
So
Norwich are the universal ones that are going down.
I want the
They're the
they're
yo-yo
the
They need to
most
stop playing out from the back.
Bro,
Just let it go.
most relegated
We're coming up
club
though
in history.
this season. We're coming up.
QPR.
We're coming up.
Listen, I hope you lot do. What's
We
his
are
name?
coming up. I say we are
Just signed
coming
for
up.
Andre Gray
We
just
are
signed.
going.
Your boy
Coming
Andre
up.
Gray just
Was
signed
it?
for them as
We
well.
are
We
going.
are going. No, it's not. It's coming up. It's we are coming
No,
up.
that's when you get there.
No, yeah.
It's going up first, then when you get there, it's coming up.
Oh,
It's like,
is it?
he don't watch championship
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, we're
He
saying,
don't watch
I'm saying the
championship
champions.
ball.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that
yeah,
when we're
He don't watch
winners, we
championship
are
ball.
coming up. Say we are coming up. Come on,
Hey.
you boys.
You know what?
We're going up. We're going
Someone's
up.
headphones are ringing
Fam,
right now.
We're going up.
that's the end of another episode.
We're no champions of the week now.
subscribe. There's nothing been
There's
going
been no
on
action.
really, innit? I mean,
Only
unless you've
champion
seen stuff.
Sterling. That celebration.
Racism
And
Duds
Dud
of
hungry.
the week.
Duds,
Hungry.
yeah,
fans.
Duds are
Hungry
hungry.
Rice and Sterling, my champs.
Why? You don't want to
Yeah,
get
that celebration.
boy, Grealish did it first, boy, but you know, they won't say it in
Grealish
the
hype,
media,
bruv.
boy. They won't say it in the media. Look at that. They won't say it. The media
I
won't
won't lie,
say
on the
it.
slide, I'm not even trying this thing, but on the slide, you see the
They won't
champs,
say it, boy.
you see on the champs of the week, I can't lie, the first week of broadcasting for the WSO, I saw them have the tactics
Yo,
board.
I saw all the ladies out, bro.
Yeah, they had the tactics board and everything. I said, okay, cool. I'll give that a chat.
Kind of.
Fam, Kane Carter.
Well, everyone's a women's football. Everyone's a women's football fan now,
I
yeah.
have to promote it to the
So are we
first
gonna get
team.
women-
Yeah, what, to the men's
Are we
Real
gonna get
talk,
women's
bro.
football pods?
Bro, we might have
But
to
we
have
gotta
that
speak
as
to
a little
production, innit?
segment. WSL.
Listen, if you're into,
I saw goal diggers were at the games, so they might do a pod about it. Maybe. Oh, is it?
Big 'em up.
So we're
man.
just
See,
giving
nice
shouts
one.
now, yeah.
WSL pods. Come on,
Coming
man.
up.
Love it,
Coming up.
respect it. But listen, another episode. Like, share, subscribe, follow the personals, follow Stoppage Time TV. So that's another episode, man. We're out.